It's actually a madness. What the hell? If you look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart, it looks insane and it's not even overbought at the moment. We're not even near the highs which we saw at 77, because currently we're at 61, and the highs of 87 earlier, I think in 2024. Yeah, in 2024. Obviously on the daily, it does look a little bit more. In fact, it doesn't even look too oversold on the daily. Probably on the 4 hourly, isn't it? Yeah, on the 4 hourly, will do look oversold. But on the daily and the weekly, especially the monthly, Bitcoin looks like it wants to fly and it wants to rocket off. I think the last time we've seen something like this, you do see, to be honest, a little bit further of a cool off. And once we see the cool off, but still we're in a bull market, so I think if these bands cross over, we are going to fly. I'd take a little bit of profits, potentially a percentage of your portfolio. But it just looks insane at the moment, man. But this is when usually the people who make money take a little bit of profits, and also the people who short tend to take it at this region. Don't get me wrong, it could blast off to all-time highs, and I was actually looking at it on the weekly. Potentially, I think that could be an all-time high, around about 130k in June-ish time, maybe July. So we have got a few months ahead. We'll see. It may even fizzle out into the end of the year. We could maybe get something like that, but time will tell. We'll play the charts one day at a time. If we look at Uphold, so they said if you could only hold three cryptocurrencies, each with a unique purpose. The first was a long-term hold. My long-term hold would be Bitcoin. My moonshot play would be Omikami, and my real-world utility ecosystem play would be Casper. Just because I know there's other ecosystems thriving at the moment, like Solana, like Sui, but Sui, Solana's not trending. Actually, Solana is trending because them two are top ecosystems. But look at the market cap. How much money are you genuinely going to make off of Sui and Solana? I'm here to make money, man. I'm not here to love ecosystems, but Sui will do well. If we move over to this Telegram, so the market analysis, keeping it nice and simple. I think the 4 hour candle chart is the one to pay attention to and give the clearest picture of what is happening. 93.5k looks like rock solid support for now, and the last 4 hour close is strong impulse above the 95.5k resistance. Generally we're looking for more upside, while noting the last time we touched 97.7 we went straight down. Over the next 3 days to test the bottom of the range. If we are feeling very bullish, we could look for longs and a retest of 95k. At that point, 100k is in sight. Close below 93.5 support and we are invalidated. Where is the next support? He hasn't even shown it because he didn't expect Bitcoin to go to about 100k, which is crazy. What else news-wise are we seeing? Everybody's just buying Bitcoin up, man. Everybody's loving Bitcoin at the moment, which is good. We do like to see that. What is the fear and greed in 53? We'll look at the trending ones in just a moment, but if we look at the other fear and greed indexes, the one that is a little bit more harsh, yeah, we're in greed on that one, so we'll see how this goes. Generally, when the market is greedy, when others are greedy, it's a good time to take profits, but when others are fearful, it's time to buy. Generally speaking, depends if we're in a bull or a bear market. Let me move this all the way to the end and we'll look at the trending cryptocurrencies today. So over the 30-day time frame, you can see everything is pumped. Pepe has probably given you the best returns. Alpaca Finance is a bit of a joke, but yeah, if we're looking at Popcat's giving a 250% return. That's why people love meme coins, eh? Remember when I was buying this at 22 cents, but I was just flipping it? It's because it's on Coinbase. Some of these Coinbase meme coins are going to make millionaires, man. I don't believe. Obviously, these could and have flipped bullish, and they might actually come to around about this region here. 36 cents, which is already broken. Could go all the way up to here and break all time. Has it broken all-time highs? No, $1.90. That's what I was gonna say. Could even reach 88 cents again. It is on Coinbase. I can't believe it's got on Coinbase. But that's why it's trending and it's making a lot of people a lot of money. Because meme coins are just insane. They'll make a lot of people a lot of money, man. Dogging me's up 14%. You got to look at what's giving you the best returns. Even 84% on Dog with Hat. Braced Brett, 134%, and it's not even on Coinbase yet. I need this thing to correct, and hopefully it does do something a little bit like this, where it bleeds out. Because look, it's done this, it's gone up. Now it looks like it wants to correct again. But if Bitcoin keeps pumping, then I don't see this correcting, bro. I should have been buying at the lows. Nobody flipping buys at the lows, though. I don't know if we're going to see another correction. And that's just me being honest. Ouch. What else is trending? Celestia. Pudgy Penguins is even making a return. Holy moly. Flipping heck. And everybody's trading these degen meme coins. Even though you probably could have had good returns, you're sticking to the solid plays. On eToro, what is trending at the moment? Is anything standing out to us? I don't think they are. The popular stocks seem like they want to make a comeback as well. I think we're going to get a mad blow off top. Potentially, even though the base case is lower. Because the SPX 500 looks like it has put in a top, but if it explodes, we could definitely entertain higher highs. Yeah, because look at that recovery, bro. It's a V-shaped recovery. It just depends on where this next wick ends. It depends where this ends. Right, looking over to the bookmarks. This guy's thinking that we're going to go lower and then go higher. So we're going to touch 90k. It does make sense, especially with all the liquidations there. Let's actually check CoinGlass at all the liquidations, because that could give us a lot of information. So the liquidation, firstly, heat map on the 24 hour is lower. On the 1 week is lower. And on the 1 month is also lower. 93k looks like a magnet. What about on the 3 month? It's gotta be lower. It doesn't even. It looks like it's leveled out a bit, man. It's chopped everyone up. Yeah, the liquidations looks alright, man. It doesn't even look too bad. And now the map. This might give us a bit more detail. A lot of longs rather than shorts on the 1 day. Yeah, definitely on the 7 day. And definitely on the 30 day. So we could be seeing lower prices. Let's actually move over to Casper. Was supposed to launch with 10 BPS, but due to lack of funding it wasn't fully developed. Jonathan's first thought was not to launch a half project, but Mike Zack the GOAT said launch it anyway, give the network to the GPU community. That's exactly what they did. Over the past 3.5 years, the community has funded Casper's development, proving that it was the developers had the budget back then. Casper could have launched with 10 BPS from the start. The community saved Casper. That just shows how strong the community is. It's also worrying the developers didn't have much money, but I don't blame them for that. FaZe markup discount is closed. Wyckoff accumulation into FaZe, and he thinks it's going to explode. Interesting price action in the pound. Thankfully, I traded my pound for Casper yesterday. Holy moly, bruh. Why is the pound tanking? All these currencies are dog. The only one I semi-trust and the only one left to trust is probably crypto, which is crazy because so many people can get hacked. You can lose so much money in so many ways. It's kind of disgusting. Casper's doing alright. I've made a bit of profit, but nothing crazy. We need smart contracts on it, man. II has spoken with Casper. Most underrated proof of work crypto is Casper. Let me actually test this, unless they're chatting mackers. Proof of work crypto in one word. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Or are they just blagging us? Are they just blagging us? That is madness. Wow, bruv. That's mad. Once Casper gets smart contracts, $5 will come next. Imagine when it gets smart contracts. Did you see what happened to ADA? ADA exploded in the last bull run once it got smart contracts. Imagine a bull run while India and Pakistan are fully distracted. There's literally no ceiling. I don't understand why this would be a factor for it to have no ceiling. Could not have written lol because no one is cheating. Too busy. Oh, okay, because they're all cheaters. That makes sense. Altcoin season is breaking out. We've actually seen a breakout, man. That is mental. BTC dominance. If history repeats, the real alt season everyone is waiting for would begin once Bitcoin dominance rejects 71%. And right now, 71% is only approximately 6% away. But that means Bitcoin could push a lot higher. Bitcoin just broke 99k. The current Bitcoin price action is repeating 2023 bullish scenario. That is madness. The thing is, in that bullish scenario, so we've seen a lot of chop, which we've seen, then we've seen a pullback. So if this is true, and we go up to 100k like we've seen, we should see a sharp pullback to like 94, 93k again before going higher. So it is just going to chop around before it flies. Is that correct? Casper is impressive. Is there any hope left for ETH? Hold up, I need to put this through my earphones because this ain't good.
ETH has massively underperformed this cycle and it's down more than 60% from its all-time highs. But that could all be changing this month. So this month, Ethereum chain is going to undergo the Petra upgrade. And this specific upgrade is like no other upgrade that ETH has ever experienced. Firstly, when Ethereum moved from proof of work to proof of stake, that was an upgrade specifically for the protocol. This Petra upgrade is for the people. It's going to make Ethereum look and feel so much better. It's basically like Ethereum's glow up. And this is so unbelievably necessary because right now when using Ethereum, it just feels so old and so clunky, especially in comparison to other competitors like Solana. This means when using Ethereum, it's going to be so much easier and smoother with fewer clicks, cheaper transaction fees, smarter wallets, and cleaner staking. This also means that the upgrade is going to unlock $490 billion of potential because right now Ethereum already secures $490 billion in assets. But this value often sits unlocked just because of how clunky and how difficult to use the entire Ethereum ecosystem is. And of course, the Petra upgrade is going to change that. It makes that $490 billion in assets easier to use, move, and experience. Ethereum might be lagging behind this cycle, but you have to remember, ETH is still the king of altcoins. It still sits at number 2 by market cap. We already have the ETH Spot ETF, so if you're smart, you would not be sleeping on Ethereum.
It's true, man. Ethereum's gonna explode when people don't expect it to. BTC, oh boy. It's got off cleared that now, because it's gone to 100k.
So this is
broken out. Bull market delayed until the next FOMC meeting. 90% of people left the crypto space during this last pullback. The 10% that stayed are about to reap the rewards. Next leg is coming. New Bitcoin dominance is above 65%, the highest it's been in over 4 years. And it's gone advanced money destroyer. AMD. That's mad, bro. It pumped just a tank. BTC full moon shocker. Full moon is on the 12th of May. That's mad. Pakistan strikes India sought 86%. What is going on, bro? Palantir just wiped out 40 billion in market cap. That's crazy how the stock market moves like crypto meme coins. Smart money isn't tweeting, it's buying Casper. Follow the wallets, not the noise. A whale opened a BTC short. That's mad. He must have got liquidated. Liquidation price is at 103k. Call your grandma, ask that's what colour yacht she wants, because alt season is starting and you're pre-rich. The levels for blow off top on dominance are 65.78%, 66.8%. I think this blow off top happens in next days, maximum next week. If you see a rejection from these exact levels, wait for BTC retracement, then is the perfect possibility to enter altcoins. Not while BTC DOM goes into blow off top, only after. That is actually crazy, because if we look at BTC dominance, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like it wants to reject, which is an actual madness. It depends on how long it stays up here for, but it should reject here. It should actually reject here. It might, I don't know, bruh. It's weird. That's why you can't really time the market, Brody. Brody. What are the pictures? 67, 64.8. Cerebro Dev was rumoured to have died on the live stream, but a few hours ago a wallet linked to him sold 1.27 million worth of his tokens. We are at this stage of the golden bull run. Everyone's just cheating on everyone, man. Still think 92k would be cleaner for longs. Casper precedes 300k transactions yesterday, coinciding perfectly with the recent Crescendo upgrade. Significant boost showcases enhanced network efficiency, scalability and user engagement. The Crescendo upgrade is clearly living up to its name, accelerating Casper's growth and performance. Wow. This is huge. Casper will be listed on Crypto.com soon. Because look, Crypto.com is showing you how to buy Casper. That's mental, bruv. That is actually crazy to me. Trump to make earth-shattering announcement soon. That is potentially why it's all pumping, let's be real. Because of this earth-shattering announcement. The ETH launch sequence has started. 1.5k was a lift-off pad, 10k is a destination. Don't blink, this could move fast.
Ethereum is setting up for something massive. Ethereum bottomed perfectly at 1500. Textbook bounce from a key support. These are the new levels Ethereum must break. 2200 and 4000, the key resistance. Next move, it could flip the market on its entire head. All eyes are on Ethereum. 10K isn't just possible, it is probable. Get ready, this cycle could rewrite.
That's mad. Holy moly. What is Ethereum saying on a day like today, brev? 1.939. It's giving us a green candle. Looks like it's got a lot more room for the upside on the daily. China quantitative easing. China central bank cuts rates and injects 1 trillion yuan. The thing is, with Jerome Powell, they had a meeting yesterday. So if we look here at Twitter, .com, Jerome Powell and interest rates, he doesn't want to cut them. He wants the economy to get mashed. He actually wants them to get mashed. It's crazy, bruh.
Fuck your fucking
No, let's not do that. Because I'm gonna get smoked. Has anyone cut up the clips? Full meeting recap. But basically, they're gonna hike rates. And they're not actually gonna cut interest rates yet. Even though, the stuff he said that unemployment and inflation looks like it's going to go higher, but currently isn't, and the market seemed to like it. Bitcoin wants to pump. Most people have no idea how fast 10 BPS really is. It's 1,000,000 times quicker than withdrawing cash from a bank. Let that sink in. World War III, India and Pakistan, heavy artillery fire. That is mental, bruh. Civilians as well. Casper's second address might be Crypto.com. Buckle in. Daily time frame at the moment. Bearish. Is that a bearish divergence? Does anyone confirm? How to buy Casper on Crypto.com is mental. Yesterday marked one of the greatest breakthroughs in blockchain history, and yet silence. No headlines, no applause from the suits who claim to champion innovation. No acknowledgement from the institutions that dominate crypto disclosure. They overlook a decentralized protocol scaling a layer 1 in real time, all while maintaining the security and fairness of proof of work. Casper is a revolution, the embodiment of decentralization. When will the rest of the world wake up? Fair launch in 2021. That's mental, bro. It's grown quite a bit since. When smart contracts, huge rumours Fender will drop rates. No, they won't. They didn't. Why Bitcoin is a better asset than gold or silver. There is only ever to be 21 million. I own gold and silver mines and oil wells. If the price of gold, silver, or oil goes up, I will simply mine or drill for more expanding supply. I cannot do that with Bitcoin. 21 million is 21 million. Take care. Microsoft bought Skype for 8.5 billion today. Microsoft officially shuts down Skype. That's mental, bro. Even big companies can fail. If we look at Microsoft on a day like today, where is it at? I cannot believe they failed with Skype. Yeah, that is crazy though. All season 2021, all season 2025. Look at the doggo. Holy moly. Ethereum fees at 2 cents. Cheaper than coffee. Cheaper than optimism. Who's calling it unusable? The Fed is buying another 42 billion of bonds. Stealth QE's happening. Hopefully, if things go well, we could be seeing a lot of positivity in these markets. They're buying Ethereum in 100 mil clips. In 1980, Monero will become one of the favorite ways for mega rich to store money. Cartels alone can push 10 to 50k per coin instead of having to literally hide cash underground and come back to it, or hide and store gold only for it to be found and confiscated, or for the government to seize their property or track their movement with Bitcoin. Monero has a unique advantage and power over real estate that is not replicated by any other asset in the world. Unable to launder all that money quickly, rumours say he began hiding part of his fortune in rural areas and other locations he earned each week, and hid in various places was lost due to moisture and the action of animals. Monero is kind of doing alright as well. What makes Monero different? Let's ask ChatGPT. Why is Monero superior to Bitcoin? Is it untraceable? Considered superior, privacy of fungibility, but is truly untraceable depending on its context. Here's a breakdown of why Monero is often seen as superior. Monero uses stealth addresses, ring signatures, fungibility. Monero makes it extremely difficult to link transactions or track the flow of funds. Wow, Monero's development team prioritizes user anonymity and resists regulatory pressures. Technically, Monero is designed to be untraceable, and under normal use it hides all transaction data. One of the most private and secure cryptos. Is Casper this private? Because that matters a lot. Casper is not private like Monero. No built-in privacy features. Ooh, much like Bitcoin. Strong. Well, I guess we'll sell it on the listings then. Stealth addresses. Wow, it's truly different. He's right. That's mad. What are the comments on this? Monero is mad. Cops are knocking your door, bro. Run. This is really bad advice. Ha! Cartels will love Monero. Don't sleep on the cartel. What is this guy saying? Tornado Cash. Complicated and IRS can still trace it. Ooh, Monero, bro. That's mad. It's good to know. That's why it's good to do research. Monero, eh? Monero is flying too. It is flying, bruh. It's pumping too. It's pumping hard. Truly decentralized. Is it decentralized? Let's see. Not Casper. Monero. A highly decentralized. Holy moly, bro. I'm liking Monero. 95k breaks the wall. Look at 1 mil clips to try and suppress it. To try to stop Bitcoin from going up. It's such a manipulated dog-turd market. Institutional investors are still reducing their stock exposure, which usually marks a top. A similar phenomenon occurred before the 2022 bear market. That's why I think we're in a bear market. Tesla car sales fell 62% year over year last month to its lowest level in over 2 years. Tomorrow is going to be very volatile for crypto, and it was. Alt season cannot happen right now. ETH is dead. Sol is barely hanging on. quantitative tightening is still running and there's endless uncertainty. I think alt season will come. We just need all the above to change. We need a massive crash before we see it pump higher. I know they're doing stealth QE, but we need a massive crash, don't we? The bull market blueprint, since the 2022 bottom, Bitcoin has followed the exact same pattern every time. Shake out below the bull market, reclaim the band, massive rally follows. We just reclaimed the band again. Last 2 times this setup triggered 170% and 75%. This time even a conservative repeat could push it to 130k, which I believe would probably be the top BTC following fractals. Well, it hasn't anymore, bruh. It's gone to 100k. Unless it was a fake out. Global M2 mass and BTC price charts. Everything goes according to plan, gentlemen. So we're going up, eh? We're going up. Raoul Powell says Bitcoin's going much higher.
They are rolling the debts. They are doing the same thing each cycle. It's not to do with the halving. Nothing to do with any of that. It's all driven by liquidity cycle and funding of debts. Each phase, we get phase 1 of the banana zone. Banana number 1. The corrective zone. Banana number 2 comes. Another correction, banana number 3. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020. 2021, off we go. Sorry, that was 2017, which again looks very similar to this one. That was the last one. Here we are now. It can't be clearer to me. I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats, don't fuck this up, don't lose control of your tokens, don't use leverage, don't get your wallet hacked, just sit with it, be careful, don't get FOMO, do all of the right things, and we'll go up to the next phase of correction zone. That's going to be harder, because the next one that happens, we'll have a 35% drop, and you'll all say, is it over? And you'll definitely be sure it's over, and everybody on Twitter will tell you it's over, and it won't be over. By our work, we suggest that because of the elongation of the business cycle, because rates were higher for longer, the forward-looking liquidity suggests that, again, probabilistically speaking, without any guarantees, this whole thing goes into Q1, maybe Q2 of 2026, which would align with Trump's, trying to win the midterms as well. So everything's lined up for us. I think it started. So keep the faith, keep building stuff, and let's keep driving Siri forward with all of this.
That's
Thank you.
bro. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize BTC is being auto bid heavily. Sub 94k. Yeah, it doesn't.
It's not a mystery.
BTC 1 week. Last week we failed to close above resistance, and as it stands we are still seeing a breakdown and bearish retest. I keep saying volume. Lower is likely for now. What is the volume looking like now though? Is the volume increasing? Because if it is, then we might actually be cooked. Because we might be going higher. Where the flip is the volume on this? Sometimes it shows me and sometimes it doesn't. And I've messed that up as well. Control Z that. Reset the whole thing. Will it show me the volume? It doesn't want to show me the volume. Let me actually check on my phone then. Because then I can check the volume on my phone because I've got an actual different chart on here. Is it going to show me the volume on here? Yeah, it is. The volume still looks low. It looks quite low, which is kind of worrying, bruv. Like, how is the volume low and we're going up to 100k? That's mad. Is that because retail in here? Might be. Raoul Powell just said Bitcoin is about to explode. Seems accurate. We are here. Yeah, we might actually be about to smash all-time highs. Casper's insane. We know that, expecting the lows to be taken on Bitcoin. 91k. Holy moly, take profit before the market takes it for you. I don't know though, bruh. This is very uncertain. That's why you have to take like a percentage of your portfolio out at the moment, take some profits, ride the rest, because you genuinely don't know what will happen tomorrow. But it does look like we're going higher. I cannot lie. Is this a lower high? Or are we going to fly higher? I don't know. But if we hit 100k now, and we sit above 100k, I know one thing. Alts are going to explode. That's what I know.